This time on Vintage Steel Garage, I'll show you how to find that annoying knock on your front suspension. If, like me, you've replaced everything on your front suspension, top mounts, shocks, well I haven't, I've checked them as they're all okay, top mounts, shocks, lower mounts, bottom arms, coffins, anti-roll bar links, and you've still got this annoying click, well this is what you need to be looking for. If you've got a suspension knock that's only when the car's warmed up, going over small bumps, low speed, it's probably the inner track control arms. Now when the car's cold you don't find this, and you can bounce the suspension, pry everything around, you don't find it. But when it's warmed up like this, is that the knocking you're getting? It's probably the inner track control arm. This is the problem fault finding with this suspension. I've left it 20 minutes while I just googled something and it's not doing it again. So I'm going to go for another drive, get it warmed up and see if I can get this clicking back again. Now I appear to have found the source of the delay. I think there's a knuckle joint in here in the steering column on the end of the steering rack, and this, if you move it up and down, has a similar amount of movement and noise. Now it doesn't do it when it's cold, and it does it both sides evenly, and it also probably explains the vibration on the steering at speed and why the steering doesn't feel fully connected. So I'm pretty thinking that is the cause of this problem, not the anti-roll bar drop links, which is what I first thought, and I think a lot of people have had problems on forums trying to find out what the actual problem is as well. It's quite difficult to diagnose. First of all, you've got to get the car fully warm up. The symptoms are it's just rattling at low speed over small potholes, just undulations in the road. But I can also then feel it through the steering wheel at speed as well. So it does seem to be this. So I'm going to put the wheels back on, and I'm going to I'm going to take this gate off and have a look inside here and see if I can see that it's moving this end and not moving the steering rack end, and then I'll know it's this joint in here that's the problem. Now if you look down here, I've slid the steering rack gaiter off on mine, but you can see it's this. Now this is the inner track control arm, and it screws onto the end of the steering rack. It can be replaced in situ, and what you do, you replace the inner track control arm, and while you're there I would probably recommend replacing the outer track control arm, which is here. So I'm going to order an inner track control arm, outer track control arm, both sides. You've got to assume the wear on the suspension is even either side, and I'll show you next time how to replace those.